Warning, STS Radio contains vulgar people, vulgar language, and vulgar ideas. If any of this offends you, kindly blow it out your ass.
You smell that in the air? It smells like...
Like farts?
It smells like a new podcast. Don't ruin it, Bruce. You bastard. Welcome to STS Radio, everybody. Andrew Moss with you. Bruce Gates, as always.
Hey.
See, you ruin a perfectly good introduction all the time.
Yeah, well, that's what I do, man.
He's like, oh, that's why I'm here.
It's what I specialize in.
Now, if only I could have majored that in college.
If they had a major in ruining intros,
Oh, I forget it.
I would have been there.
You'd have been magna cum laude.
Oh, shit.
You'd have been like, I don't know, magna cum laude, and then there's...
Summa cum laude.
Summa cum laude.
But Magna's higher than Summa, I think.
I think so. I don't know.
Pretty sure.
I never got to that level, so I don't care. Fucking show-offs.
Overachievers.
Little Lebowski overachievers.
A bunch of dipshits with nine-toed women.
Yep. Wish I had a nine-toed woman.
It makes a kind of nice segue into your date story, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Speaking of well, I don't know that she has 9 toes. I assume she has 10.
I know, but I can just like picture you like just leaning on your desk, like fists up and on your chin, just going, "Oh, do tell this story, please." Like a child, like, "Please tell me a story."
Oh, shit. You grab, like, the Dr. Seuss book or some shit.
Yeah.
I do not like green eggs and ham.
All right.
Well, no, it's just funny because you said that you were going on a date, and then I asked you about it before we podcasted, and you were like, "Oh, it got rescheduled."
Yeah, it got rescheduled. So. Yeah, it got rescheduled because it was about, I want to say about a week ago, like before I left for, no, it was after I got back from Chiller. It was like earlier this week. My friend Chris had called up my mom, of all people, to see if she would go to this birthday dinner for Chris's mom. So I was like, and during that conversation, he's like, "Oh, well, do you think Andy would want to go?" And I'm like, "Well, why the fuck didn't he call me?" I'm like, he's got my number. I think we're friends.
What happened?
Where's the miscommunication here?
What'd I do?
He's like, God, I don't like you anymore.
Screw you.
So, yeah, so what ended up happening was he's like, oh, yeah, it's going to be on Saturday at like 6 p.m. And Saturday was the day that I was supposed to go on the date. And so I'm just like, shit, here we go. So I texted the girl, her name's Lauren. So I said, hey, I got some bad news. And she's like, well, what's the problem? Are you okay? I said, yeah. I said, I just got invited to my friend's mom's birthday party on Saturday, so I don't know if we can reschedule this for Friday or if we can do this even on like Sunday afternoon or something, like go out for lunch. And she's like, well, I can't do it on Friday or Sunday because I'm working both of those days. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Quit your job.
Who needs money?
Quit your job. So she's like, all right, that's no problem. She's like, we can still reschedule it. And, so we're going to reschedule. I still have to contact her about her scheduling date, so. I'm just horrible at it.
So ultimately, you ended up going to the dinner then instead.
Yeah, so I ended up going to the dinner because I was just like, you know what, man, Chris is one of my best friends, and actually, I don't even like using that term, best friend, because that puts one friend above others, and fuck it, all my friends are good. So, but yeah, he's been my friend since like my freshman year of high school, and I mean the stories that I could tell about him, man, holy shit.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, true story, man. We were standing outside. This was back in high school. This I want to say is like junior or senior year, no, junior year of high school, and it was the last year that our high school was an open campus. It was almost like a college campus. Mm-hmm. It's like wide open. You go to different buildings and whatnot, and all that shit. So it was pretty cool.
Beats the shit out of my high school.
Yeah. Well,
where we had stairs that you could only walk up, and stairs you could only walk down.
Yeah, that was pretty. Yeah, we had those types of stairways in the new one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I hate that shit.
Yeah,
it's not my fault. People don't know how to use a staircase.
Yeah. Well, we gotta make everything safe. I'm like, no, it's survival of the fittest, asshole.
If you can't handle going to school,
like these stairs exist for a reason.
You get pushed down them. I don't really see that. That's my.
If stairs are too dangerous, put in an escalator. So, yeah. So the high school is like the big open campus, and before the first bell rings and whatnot, and you go to your what they called homeroom just to kind of like sign in, like, yes, I'm here for the day, whatever fucking bullshit it was.
Mm-hmm. So you can keep track of you.
Yeah, pretty much. Instead of tattooing numbers on our arms.
They tried to, but it was
yeah. I eventually got a tattoo, but I think it's a lot cooler than a bunch of numbers on my arm. So we're standing outside and whatnot, and Chris is being his loud, usual self. Just shooting the shit. We're just cracking each other. We're just busting balls on each other. The assistant principals, and that's pluralized because there were 2 assistant principals. Why they needed 2, I have no idea.
I was gonna say that's interesting,
but they were not exactly fans of Chris. So, so they came up to him and they said, "Okay, you need to come in our office right now." And Chris was like, "What's the problem? What did I do?" And they're like, "We have to talk to you about your volume." And he's like, "What are you kidding me?" So he goes into the office, and then the next thing he knows, the assistant principals are suspending him for a day because he's being too loud outside. I wish I were making this up.
Oh my god!
You
can do that?
Apparently.
That's bullshit.
Like it wasn't during class. It wasn't during. He wasn't interrupting classes. He wasn't like interrupting anything really. He was loud outside.
What the fuck?
And they're like, well, yeah, we have to suspend you for a day. And when they brought in his parents to tell him about like what's going on, holy crap, dude! His parents were ready to like go to war. Like that's why I want to bring Chris on here, man. He has got some great freaking stories.
Oh shit. We gotta get, actually, speaking of people we gotta get on the radio, we gotta actually get Nick on the radio, because he was supposed to come on and then couldn't. He's a funny bastard.
Oh, Tucker?
Yeah, Nick Tucker.
Yeah, we gotta get Nick Tucker on here, since we did, we actually did more wiffle ball yesterday.
Yeah.
I think I made up for my absence last week. Couldn't play last week because, I was in New Jersey,
At the chiller.
Yeah. But it was kind of good, though. I finally broke a winless streak. I was in a bit of a funk.
Nice.
As far as, like, being on winning teams and whatnot.
Were, like, you having a personal funk, or, like, just the teams you were on were losing?
The teams that I was on were losing. Like,
you were hitting all right.
I was hitting okay. I was hitting decently, but I mean, the past 5 games, like, before this past weekend, I was 0-4-1. So... First game yesterday, my team absolutely just dominates the shit out of the other team. We won the first game. What was it? 33-2.
Ooh. Why did you keep playing?
I don't know.
Jesus.
I don't know, my buddy.
Isn't there a mercy rule? Like, especially
No.
after like 20. And...
No. I even asked Nick, I was like, dude, what the hell's the highest scoring game that's ever been in this league? He's like 42-2.
Oh my god.
I was like, you're fucking kidding.
That's ridiculous. But awesome.
Yeah. So I came back first game. I went 10 for 12. So I think that
Very nice.
the batting, I was back pretty well. So
I would say 10 for 12.
yeah, Chris, of
Were the
course.
other two strikeouts, or?
No, they were just either like a fly out or a ground out.
Oh, so that's good. So it sounds like you're going down on your strikeouts too.
Oh no, this is the second game. I struck out twice. So
Oh,
yeah.
you silly bastard! How do you strike out in wiffle ball?
Well, when the ball's curving, you think it's coming like straight down the pipe and whatnot. It curves like just that little bit, like right underneath the bat, or right around the frickin' bat. You know, it's easy enough to do sometimes.
Says I, the person who doesn't play wiffle ball.
Yeah, says the person that needs
How
to
do
get
you
his ass
strike
down.
out?
Yeah, says the person that needs to get his ass down here and fucking play a game.
I would love to, man. It's just kind of a hike to come play wiffle ball, and it's kind of hard on the weekends because that's usually the time that I do all the shit that I can't do during the week. So
Yeah. But, so you're actually recording, like, new music, are you not?
yeah, I'm in the middle of it. Well, I'd say I'm about 3/4 of the way done with it at this point.
Oh, very cool. So, I figured when you're done with that, you can come on down for a weekend, celebrate.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You can do a live STS, or we can record another episode of Shitting on Screen, which would be nice.
Yeah, we got to do another shitting on screen.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what, but
I don't know what, man, but I got a couple DVDs that are just begging for that treatment.
oh man,
Like, I kid you not, man. I have this one movie. It's apparently like these kids went to a Catholic school, and like the head nun was just like a royal bitch. So
there's a surprise.
the nun dies and apparently is like haunting the children because they played a prank on her like 20 years ago. I'm like, this is awful.
Oh my god, I need to see that.
Oh my god, I just remember because like I was hanging out with Joe one weekend, and we were waiting for him to, I think, like get out of work. It was me and Catherine. We were hanging around. We were hanging around in Nashua for a bit, and we stopped at a Blockbuster. We're just like, oh, let's get some movies for tonight. This will be awesome. And she sees that, she's like, oh my god, this looks funny. I was just like, oh. I just about creamed my jeans. Because I was like, wait, $3? Fucking sold.
That's awesome.
And it's every bit as awful as you can imagine.
Oh, of course. I mean, if you found it for $3, even. That's like all those kung fu movies that I found at like Building 19 for like $1 a piece, and it comes with like 2 or 3 movies in a box.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you know what the funny part is? There's probably going to be people listening to this going, "What the fuck is a Blockbuster?"
Yeah, really. The hell is that? But dude, one of the funniest titles, like Angry Little Man. Like,
Wait.
Seriously?
Angry Little Man? Are you serious?
Yeah, that's like one of the titles, like Angry Little Man.
You got that?
Yeah.
Is it like a kung fu movie or?
Yeah, it's one of those movies that I got from Building 19.
Oh man, I gotta go to Building 19.
Seriously, it's like $1 and you get like 2 movies in one DVD.
It's like one of those old school looking kung fu movies.
Oh yeah, and they're like the worst movies you could
Oh,
possibly
my God.
imagine.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love those.
And then I have
so
I have
much.
like 3 DVDs, so I have at least 6 movies. I haven't watched them all, but I've watched pieces of most of them.
I remember my brother Ben picked up one of those things, and I watched one of the movies. It was the weirdest movie of all time. I wish I could remember the name of it because it's so like the movie was like, okay, like these guys get caught up with criminals and whatnot, like trying to find gold or something like that. They find the gold, the criminals turn on them, surprise, surprise. So the one survivor, goes on a rampage and gets revenge on all of them. And he thinks he eliminates all of them. Spoiler. The end of the movie comes. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. The end of the movie comes, And you just see him like walking out of some building, like he just got his revenge against the big boss and whatnot, or like the last criminal and whatnot. He sees this car pull up, and this black guy just pulls out a gun, shoots him. Guy falls to the ground. You just see the black guy holding the gun, just kind of like nodding his head a little bit, and then credits. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, that's gonna be